We are continuing to keep a close eye on 3I Atlas, a Manhattan-sized interstellar object believed to be a comet getting closer and closer to Earth. Take a look at the new images of the object appearing to have lost its tail. Some scientists now theorizing that this is a new indicator that 3I Atlas is no comet, but potentially an alien craft. Well, just under 6 weeks from now, it's set to get close to our planet, relatively speaking. And as several scramble for more answers, theoretical physicist and Harvard professor Avi Loeb called on NASA to release its new images of 3I Atlas. He shared this with us last week.
The best image was taken on October 2nd by the high-rise camera on board the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. And unfortunately, the argument is because of the government shutdown, this data was never released. It doesn't make much sense for the politics of the day to sabotage the progress of science.
So what does this mean for all of us here on Earth? To help get some answers and some perspective, we are joined by world-renowned physicist Dr. Michio Kaku. He's co-founder of the string field theory, author of Quantum Supremacy, How the Quantum Computer Revolution Will Change Everything. Dr. Kaku, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And let's jump right into this. I want to start with the new images of 3I Atlas, not from our own NASA. We are still waiting on those. These ones are out of Spain. Some are noting it looks like this object has lost its tail after passing the sun. What's your take here? And if there's no tail, does that mean this is indeed not a comet?
Well, I have my own point of view on this, and that is that this is a very old object, perhaps 7 billion years old. And in 7 billion years, there's been plenty of time to accumulate garbage. That's why, for example, the nickel content of the comet is off scale. Its chemical composition is not what an ordinary comet should be. And that, I think, is because over 7 billion years, it's had plenty of time to accumulate different gases, different elements, different kinds of environments that it goes into. And I think that explains a lot of the mystery behind the comet. And everyone's talking about it. I was on the airplane the other day and overheard some people talking over my shoulder. And sure enough, they were talking about the comet too.
Did you pop your head over the seat and say, "Hi, I'm Dr. Michio Kaku, one of the foremost experts on this, and this is my opinion"?
No, I did not say that, but I would gladly have given them my opinion.
Yeah.
It is a 7 billion year old comet, and that's why it's different. It's different from other comets. Comets in our solar system, for example, are maybe only 3 to 4 billion years old. This one is a very old comet, and as a consequence, it has plenty of time to accumulate garbage, and that's one of the characteristics of this comet. It has nickel, iron content, which is different from the average comet.
You know, we're still waiting on an updated image of this object from NASA. We see Representative Anna Paulina Luna sharing this week that it will not be shared until the government is reopened. Do you make anything of this? Is NASA hiding something here?
Sounds like it, right? I mean, what have they got to lose? I mean, it's only a sheet of paper. I mean, it's not like a top secret thing you put in a safe. It's just a sheet of paper. So what have they got to lose by announcing that they have this information? Because it fosters more and more speculation, and at a certain point, it becomes counterproductive.
Mysterious Manhattan-sized interstellar object has been blazing through our solar system and has exhibited some peculiar characteristics that have puzzled some scientists, and it's making waves on social media.
7 jets of gas or plasma are now emanating from 3I Atlas. This is not something that comets typically do.
That looked like a damn galaxy, fool. And that very well could be a ship.
This Atlas, 3I Atlas, this comet, is really our galactic allies.
So what exactly is 3I Atlas, and why is it so mysterious? In July, NASA's Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS telescope, in Chile, made a groundbreaking discovery, a potentially billions-year-old icy celestial comet blasting through our solar system. The discovery marked only the 3rd time a mysterious object from beyond our cosmic neighborhood had been observed passing through our solar system, leading scientists to name the comet 3I Atlas. 3I for it being the third observable interstellar object, and Atlas for the acronym of the Discovery Team and their telescope. In the space agency's initial announcement after making the discovery, NASA announced the comet was believed to have come from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius and posed no threat to Earth, with estimations it would pass 150 million miles away from our only known home. But as scientists further analyzed 3I Atlas, the interstellar object started showing some unusual characteristics, leading to some disagreements, especially from one scientist, on whether the object was a comet at all. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb led the charge on the skepticism when he posted a blog in August claiming the cosmic nomad appeared to be emitting its own light. After Loeb and a colleague analyzed photos released by NASA of the object, the astrophysicist theorized that 3I Atlas's glow was likely not reflected from the sun, but rather from a source diameter smaller than 100 meters. The brightness profile analysis led Loeb to speculate that the nucleus of the object could be in fact nuclear and possibly an engine crafted by alien people.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. So 3I Atlas, huh? If you ask me, it's just another distraction that the powers that be are giving us just to keep us focused on any direction but them. Sights and wonders in the sky, people. That's all this is. At least that's all I hope this is. You know, I've talked in great detail in the past on this channel about how I feel about aliens. Honestly, I don't think they're intergalactical beings. I think they're interdimensional beings, demons. And I don't deny the fact that they probably do exist. But like I said, interdimensional. You know, if you need an instruction manual on what to look for and what to expect in our future, right here. Right here is your instruction guide, right here. We need to stop jumping on the bandwagon of every time the government or NASA or whoever, like NASA's even somebody that we should pay attention to at this point. I mean, all of these, you know, images and stuff they give us anymore seem rather cartoonish, like something that somebody made on a computer that aren't even good. You know, with all this technology and AI and everything, they should be at least able to come up with something better than this. And whether it is really aliens or whatever, I have no clue, but it's to keep us focused in other directions other than the good Lord above. 7 billion year old comet flying through the sky. I mean, how do they even come up with these numbers, you know? But we've been dubbed down as a society and from grade school taught that these scientists know best, right? Trust the science. Well, how good did that get us in our recent past with the whole convent thing? How well did that go? You know, all the people that wanted to go along to get along and believe all this crap they're coming out with didn't do us any good, and then they come back later and say, oh yeah, it wasn't good for us, you know, all these injections and things. We need to stop relying on man to give us all the answers and start reading the good book, like I said. You want answers to what's going to happen in the future? You want answers to what's going on here? Look in the Bible. There's your answers right there. I mention all the time Matthew 24, and then there's Revelation. There's multiple other places in the Bible that explain what we can expect in our future. And this digital AI infrastructure and data centers, everything built up around us, I really, really don't know how fast all of this is going to take off, but it seems like everything's moving extremely fast at this rate. And like I said, they're just keeping you distracted on the things they're really doing. And, you know, and then NASA says, oh, we can't come out with anything till the government opens back up. And this thing's set to come, I guess, closest to Earth, December 18th, I believe. The government is a crooked entity all across the world. And we need to stop paying attention to all this crap and arguing about what the shape the planet is, whether it's round or flat, and the firmament and all that stuff. All of these things that we argue about do not even matter, really. They don't even matter. They get us so caught up in all these little details and stuff And we don't even stop to question anything anymore. Everybody's just jumping on the next bandwagon of the next thing that comes along. And this is just another one of those things. And like I said, I've talked in grave detail about aliens and demons and things on this channel in the past. I believe it's in my conspiracy playlist. You can go on there if you're interested. But, you know, Aleister Crowley, way back in the day, summons demons. And one of the demons, Lom, just happened to so look like a gray alien, like we all know of in movies and TV and things like that. And right after all that happened, you know, not long after that, the whole Roswell thing happened, and this thing has just slowly grown. And for years, decades even, they didn't want to come out with anything. Everything's classified. And then within the last few years, everything is just out in the open. Everything, they just tell us there's aliens out there and alien technology and all these things. Sights and wonders in the sky is all this is. It really is. We need to be focused on Jesus Christ. Quit trying to put your trust in man. Quit trying to come up with the next, you know, headline that comes out, because we're gonna be bombarded with these things. We already are bombarded with these things. Things are moving so quick and so many things going on in the world that I can't even keep up at this point. But that's what they want. They want division. They want us fighting amongst ourselves, Republican, Democrat, aliens in the sky, this and that, you know, convict, things like that, coming around trying to kill you. They want you terrified. They have you in the palm of their hand. In the palm of their hand, they have everyone. We need to stop going down all these rabbit holes of what if these are aliens and things, because maybe they are. Maybe they are. And like I said, they're demons is what they are. Interdimensional beings here to fool us and deceive us. The great deception is coming. And the sooner everybody can understand that, the more we can put our trust in the Lord and move on and do the things we're supposed to. It wouldn't be that hard at this point with technology and things, holograms and everything, for these things to come around or not come around. Maybe it's all just a deception. There's going to be a lot more deceptions coming around. A lot more. In the end days, there's tons of deception. But like I said, they're keeping you focused on everything but what they're doing. There's a multitude of things that could happen in this country, in the United States. Noahide laws, alien beings, the next great virus or whatever that's going to kill you, to keep you terrified and keep you clicking and posting and talking about it. Focused everywhere but where you should be, and that's with Jesus Christ. Put our faith in the Lord is what we need to do, not in man, and not what they tell us, because like I said, the scientists have no clue. They just making stuff up at this point. 7 billion years old comet. How do they even know? You know, does anybody ever even question these things? They don't. They don't. They just want to believe the powers that be. Whatever they tell us, we're supposed to just fall hook, line, and sinker for. Stop trusting them. Stop with all the clicks. Move on. Read your Bible. Talk to the Lord. Pray every day for discernment for what's coming. Things are going to get harder, and they're going to get more deceitful and more deceptive. And if you don't have eyes to see and ears to hear, I pray for you. I really do pray for you. God bless y'all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.